Hillary Clinton is on a new campaign of sorts with her daughter Chelsea for a new Apple TV Plus docuseries highlighting extraordinary women. It's called Gutsy. We sat down exclusively with the former secretary and asked her what's next. Would you ever run for president again?
No, but I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that we have a president who respects our democracy and the rule of law and upholds our institutions.
What if Donald Trump runs again?
He should be soundly defeated. It should start in the Republican Party. Grow a backbone. Stand up to this guy. And heaven forbid, if he gets the nomination, he needs to be defeated roundly and sent back to Mar-a-Lago.
The Florida mansion now in the spotlight after an FBI search for classified documents. Donald Trump is saying that this search of his home is politically motivated.
Well, I'm sure he would say that.
In 2016, Hillary Clinton was under investigation for her own handling of classified information and questions about using a private server as Secretary of State. Then FBI Director James Comey ultimately recommended Clinton not be prosecuted, but said she and her team were extremely careless.
I had a very different situation where I was cleared and the guy just kept talking and then came up with a new reason to talk some more 10 days before the election.
James Comey.
Yes, and there's no doubt at all that he impacted very negatively my chances of winning. So it was in the middle of an election. There was no there, and the guy never shut up. So I think it's a really different comparison to what's going on here when it appears that the Justice Department and the FBI have been incredibly patient, quiet, careful until they finally apparently thought that national security was at stake.
She told us she's watched all of the January 6th hearings. What do you think of Liz Cheney?
I think she's done a great historic service to the United States and, paid a price for it, which was gutsy.
It was unpatriotic. It was un-American.
I want to give a real shout out to the witnesses. But
many of them have been young women.
Young women. And that goes to a point about being a gutsy woman. The couple of young women who have come forward out of the Trump White House, they have been vilified. They had to have known that they were going to be criticized, but I give them enormous credit for speaking the truth and doing the right thing.
Well, you can see more of our interview with Hillary and Chelsea Clinton tonight on Person to Person at 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific on the CBS News app.